Hello everyone, good morning. I'm Rajesh, and in this video, I will help you to configure integration runtime, self-hosted integration runtime. With help of integration runtime, we'll copy any file from Blob Storage to any virtual machine. So, in this prerequisite of this requirement, first you have to create a virtual machine in Azure, and then you have to configure Blob Storage accounts. And second, you have to upload file into the container. So basically, first you have to create a container. For above requirement, what I will do, we'll configure and install integration runtime self-hosted on virtual machine. And second, we'll configure and second we'll create a data factory and implement whatever requirement we have discussed. So let's start. So you can see here, let me open up, click here. So for a requisite, I already said, we have configured two machines. So let me open first. So this is a machine. It's Azure VM node 01. Okay. So I already created. So this is a public IP address. Let me try to connect the server from my local machine. Okay. Let me pass password, whatever we configured, to Ashley. Remember this one. And we are trying to connect. So it's a plain VM I installed. No, networking, let me put, it's a statics. Just you have to click on network interface and IP configuration. You have to convert into the static instead of dynamic. So statics and setting this setting. I think it's done. So we already here. So it's a plain virtual machine we have. Okay, let me open a file explorer. Okay, so you can see we have a 2 drive and nothing installed inside. So if you can check here, nothing is there. Okay. So let me close this. Server manager is open to download any plugins, like any software. Let me make some changes. Click on local. And here is a IE Internet Explorer security zone. So simply have to click here and just switch off so that we can download any like a patch, any software from the internet. Okay, so I have done. So this is like a virtual directory is ready. Let me open. Let me check. We already created a storage account. So in a storage account, if we can open container here, we will get source container is there. Then I uploaded a CSV file. So you can see here, if you can edit, we got this file. Okay. Preview. What is happening? Okay. Edit. What is happening? Okay, you can see here, this is a CSV file holding a core attribute and 5 code inside this file. So multiple file we have, and those file, what is we are doing, will be doing, we are simply upload this file into the, you can see, second file containing a 6 record with the 4 attributes. So you can see whatever prerequisite in our requirement, virtual machine already created, blob storage is also created, and file is also uploaded. So this part we already covered in previous video. So you can go through with this, how you can create a blob storage, how you can create a virtual machine, and how you can upload a file into it. So all this I already covered in previous video. So let's proceed for the configuring. So let me create a first data factory project. So in a portal, you have to click on data factory, and here we have to create a data factory project. So let me provide your data factory name, resource group. I'm going to default whatever I created, and here ADF project. Okay, copy multiple files into the Azure beams. So basically we are creating a data factory project with this name. GitHub configuration is not required. I think no need to check. Tag is also not required. Review, and after that we have to go for the creation of data factory project. So you can say last step we are doing, we are creating a blank data factory project, and second step will configure self-hosted runtime. Go to resource. Okay, open. Now we have to open your Azure Data Factory Studio. So click on Launch Studio. So we have I already said, we already installed VM. So we have to do some activities. It's opening here. So let's wait for a few seconds. It's opening. You have to click here manage, because here we have to create an integration runtime for the self-hosted. So I'm going to create it because it's a by default. You can see in every activities, you can see activity, Azure data activities, we are using this one. But what is a requirement? We have to copy blob storage file into the on Azure server. So for this requirement, I'm creating an integration runtime self-hosted. So basically, we are going with a self-hosted and continue. And self-hosted, we have to go. You have to select this one and go and provide your name. So which name we are putting? Let me go with the same name so that will be easy for you. Which server? So we are considering a first server. So simply we are providing a same name here. Okay. So that will be understanding. So here we are passing this one. This is the same like whatever node we created virtual machine. Create here. And they will suggest you can go express setup or manual setup. So we are following manual setup. Let me copy this link Okay. So basically this key is required. First, we have to download integration runtime software in a virtual machine, and after that we can go for the configuration. So this URL we have to go. Let me copy this one, and inside let me open here, and we have to download integration runtime on virtual machine. Click here. We have to go with the recommended setting here. So they are trying to opening here. So if you can go down, it's a Microsoft integration runtime. So you have to download here. So we are installing this one, integration runtime. It's a 906.5 MB. So let's proceed for the download. Allows save. So downloading in progress. After download, what I will do will install integration runtime in virtual machine. So the download is completed. Let me start installation. Let's click run. Just close this one. So we are proceeding for the installation. So you can see cloud to Azure VM we are trying here. So proceed next. Click next. Accept agreement, license agreement, next. And I want to install in C program file. If you want to change, you can change those. Installation in progress. So what I'm doing, I'm just pause this video till installation. Okay, thanks. So now you can see integration runtime setup has been completed. Just click finish. And now we have to register. It's a self-hosted. So we have to copy key from Azure like a data factory. So let me open here because we have a key. So you can use any key. So first, like I'm taking a first key, and then you can proceed and paste here those key. Okay. And it's a checked, it's a verified. Just click registered. Okay. And click here finish. So connecting a cloud service so that you can do your activities from the source like a Azure VM from data factory. Meanwhile, let me create one share folder in this place so that you'll be able to copy a file here. So let me create here, it's a process. Okay, backup file we are creating here, backup. Okay. And we have to share this file. So let me proceed in a properties. In sharing, well, this is slow, very slow. I want to connect with this one. Okay, adding this one, and we are clicking here. It's a share. Okay, and we are copying this part. Sorry. So you can see here it's a service. Integration runtime service is running here. So it's close here. Or if you want to check what is the status, you have to go and open it. You can see it's a self-hosted cloud services connected. Node name is a Azure VM node. So basically, simply I provided a same name, whatever name we are expecting, and connected with the data factory version 2. You can see here. Okay. So let me proceed with the next steps. Let me close this one. And you can see here is unavailable. You can refresh. You got it running. Azure VM node this. Okay. So what is the requirement? You can see here what is the expectation. You can test. We already copied file path, and let me copy here. It's actual path. So let me create this so that you can use this path. Okay. And you can see this folder is inside. So what is the expectation? We already configured. So let me put down. We already configured, like I installed. We already installed uh, integration runtime self-hosted, and also we completed our configuration. Okay. So next, let me start like whatever scenario I discussed, like a copy multiple file from Blob Storage into the virtual machine. So in virtual machine, I already created one of backup folder, and in a Blob Storage, we have two files. So those files we have to copy into the virtual machine backup folders. So let's proceed, and let me open the Azure, like it's a factory. So this is running, and let us start. Click here, author. And what we are doing here, I'm creating a pipeline, and let me provide a name here. Pipeline name, copy file into Azure VM. Let me provide this and hide this one so that we have enough space to complete our activities. So here, to take up all the file, like a file list, we have to get metadata activities there. So you have to select and drag and drop. Here in a setting, you have to select and create a new, like it's a new data set. So we are connecting Azure data blob storage, and CSV file we have to select. Let me put like a get metadata ds. It's a data set. Here we are creating a new, and in subscription we are choosing free trial and Astus account this one. And now you can see test you succeed because it's connecting or not. On basis of that you can proceed. So it's just successfully create this one. Link services. Okay. And we are selecting whatever file we are proceeding. So source file we are selecting so that we can copy all both CSV into the our Azure here. So let's click here. So here on file is captured here. So let me create like a one by one. We have to copy into the Azure VM. For so this activity we have to go with for each because one by one we have to proceed. So let me go here and let me connect this one control. And we have to pass whatever value from this to this. So in setting, we have to go sequentially, and then we have to select here and give metadata child item because child item contains for all the array list of the file. So let me click here and then double click, and here is the activities. We have to copy our file from blob storage to Azure VMs. So let me drag and drop here and source. What is the source? Let me create one source, continue, USB file, and let me select our blob storage and data set name should be source, and then the source DS. Copy this, selecting only folder instead of file because you can copy all items from this container. But we have to pass one by one. So what we have to do, we have to extend here and blob storage is selected. And here we have to create one parameter so that one by one file name should be passed into this variable and dynamically will pass here. So let me select the file name. We are selecting here and next let me come here. We can say it's and we have to pass here the file name. So child for each tab or file list, and we have to select only name. So let me click here. So this is a done. This is a next process, actual process for us, so that we can go and copy multiple files. So we have to connect our like Azure VMs. So we already created our integration runtime. So you have to go to file and file system. You have to continue, and we have to copy CSV file. Continue here, and let me put here Azure VM DS. Okay, data set. So you can say copy Azure VM data set, and here you have to create a new here, and you have to select your integration runtime. You can see here if you can check. If you can check this, you'll get here or in a data factory, you can check all the integration runtime. So we already created, and if we extend here, you'll get Azure here. Here you have to provide a server name. So I already said you have created this server name and backup folder is here, and you have to add the access to admin01. You have to pass your password, and that's connection. Yeah, successfully. So data set is created with a link. Azure main service name is also I'm going with this same server name and create it. And here you have to copy, click OK. Okay, but then you have to click here, and what is the big expectation? You have to pass whatever file in a source, same file. So for this, we are creating a once again variable file name and in like a variable we are passing here file name, and once again we have to come back in a source. Now it's in here you have to pass the file name. So from the for loop items, you have to pass your file name. So file name inside name variable. You have to select OK. And next mapping. No, mapping is not required because we are not writing any data. Okay. So we have that. So let me just come here and publish. You can hear then you'll get okay, what is cannot empty. Get metadata is cannot empty. Okay. So in a get metadata, I think I forget one column is called fields. And we have to pass child items. We have to select here and okay, close. And we have to publish. So if any error, then we'll get here. So we have to click publish. So publish completed. So you can see in our server blank. So let me execute our like Azure Data Factory. So let me debug there. Okay, and here you can see it's a queue and it's in progress. Okay, in progress. And you can say it's two files, so it's going with the first like a copy data executed, like the first so first step completed for this in progress. Oh, this is a fail. So let me check why this is fail. Transfer, failed, upload, failed, this one. This backup, this is denied. Maybe it's access denied. So let me go and for the fix, what I'm doing here. Okay, I think some issue with the sharing. So let me open this share. We already done securities. Let me admin. Let me search admin 0. Check. Okay. Let me for the testing. Let me add everyone so that everyone can connect. Okay. Okay. And let me add access. This is access. This is access. And this is access. Okay. Okay. Those are. So let me try once again. What is happening? Why this is happening? They are not able to connect because due to access issue. So now you can see it's copy data first file is copied already. And next last second file is in progress. This is also completed. Yeah, you can see. And let me open our folder. And you can see your file already copied in this backup folder. You can see here. Whatever like a file you want to copy here. So simply have to store, upload in a Blob storage, and then you can able to open a container here and upload any file, whatever your requirement, source file. I'm going here because we already uploaded this one, so I'm deleting this file. And I want to upload one Parquet file, and then we have to try this copy or not. Okay, let's wait for seconds. Okay, browse this. And I already copy one Parquet file. COVID cases, Parquet file is there. Upload here. But you have to, I think, what is the expectation? We have to, I already set it. Only CSV file should be processed. Okay, so let me try once again. But we are concentrating on CSV file. It means that will not process. Only one file is there. Get metadata is qd. This is happening. It's okay. Why it's taking a long time? Okay, succeed. Okay, basically, okay. So we selected our CSV files. Let's see what is happening. We are trying to upload and only one files and at that will execute only one times, not more. And you can see target charges after complete 170. So whatever scenario we already fixed, we are copying. Now our data factory project is able to copy multiple files from Blob Storage to virtual machine. And you are able to see here those three files already copied. Thanks for your time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.